Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. This is KDP with Mel. Today we're going to be making our interior. This is part 2 of making your first KDP low content book. Let's get started. Alright, so during part 1 we decided we're making a primary composition notebook for kids. It's going to have the drawing space at the top and the big thick lines at the bottom with the dashed center line. So now we need an interior. Down in the description you will find a link. It'll be under like free interiors. It goes to BookBolt. So that's where we're going to go and see what they've got. I'll meet you there. Once you're here at BookBolt, you're going to go over to the right hand side where it says resources. It'll be kind of grayed out, not sure why. In here you will find some free resources to use. BookBolt is a really good service. They do have a paid version where you can get a lot of functionality, and we can go over that in a different video. Right now we're here for the interiors. So we've got a category finder, which we may end up using when we post this book. We've got an interior wizard, and we have a PDF combiner. We're going to use a different piece of software to combine our PDF, but today click on interior wizard and then click again. Not sure why they do that. Alright, so once this opens up, you'll see that there are free ones, and then there's these members only ones. This is if you have the paid version of BookBolt. What you're going to do, when you see one you want, you're going to click on it, and then you're going to put your parameters up here in the top, and then that's how you're going to download a full ready-to-go PDF interior. Now, I like to customize all of my interiors in some way. You don't want to have yours match with like a lot of other people on Amazon. You want it to be a good customer experience. With things like the blank interiors for diaries and such, or journals, drawing books, things like that, it's okay to have, just the ready-made ones. But a lot of these other ones you see in here, you'll want to customize, in my personal opinion. So right now we're looking for our primary journal paper. So I'm just going to scan the list, see what's in here. This is a great place to find ideas. Okay, these are close, but notice the lines are not what we're looking for. These are not those thick lines with the dotted center line. Oh, looks like they do have one that is all lined, but it doesn't have the drawing space at the top. All right, we're going to keep looking, keep looking. You'll see stuff in here that piques your interest. You can make it in the next book, or if you want to make one of these books and follow along, but make a different book as I go along and make this book, you're welcome to do that. I do not see what we're looking for here, so I have another place to go for this. So let's head on over there, and if I've missed it and it's in here, let us know in the description. It'll help other people that are watching this, but I do not see what we're looking for in this list. So we're going to head over to Canva. It is canva.com. That is C-A-N-V-A. We're going to be using the free version of Canva. There is a pro version of Canva, which is quite powerful. I do use the pro version. For the sake of this tutorial, we're going to use the free version. So, before we can make our interior, we need to know how big the pages need to be. So you're going to head over to Google, and you're going to type in Kdp Margins. So go ahead and click on that. Now what we're looking for in here, and just bear with me, there's a lot of information, and I definitely suggest you read through all of this just so you have a good understanding on what it takes to publish one of these books. Definitely familiarize yourself with the guidelines and publish safely to protect your business, because once you lose your account, it is very, 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 very rare that you'll get it back. So you might get suspended a few times and then eventually terminated, or you might get terminated right off the bat. Read all of this, know what you're doing before you start. So what we're looking for today is the size of the pages. So what you're going to do is you're going to go right down here where it says margins. The book we're going to be making today is 120 pages. You're going to take a look at this first line. The inside margin, they call that the gutter. That goes down the left-hand side of the right page, and if you're looking at the back of the previous page, it'll be the right-hand side. So basically, straight down the spine when the book is open, that's your inside gutter. The outside margin with bleed is the one we're going to be using, which is 0.375, as is the inside. Basically, we need 0.375 of an inch extra white space. We need to keep all of our stuff that we don't want getting cut off inside that. So the next thing we're going to do is come up here where it says examples of page size with and without bleed. Make sure you are on the kdp.amazon.com, not the .jp. So our book is 8.5 by 11. So we are looking at a page size of 8.625 by 11.25. Go ahead and write that down or put it on your sticky note. And let's head back to Canva. What you're going to do now is take the dimensions that you just wrote down. You're going to click on Create a Design up here on the right and down to Custom Size. Go ahead and give that a click. Now, one thing that people that are starting out frequently forget to do is change this from pixels to inches. If you forget, you might not notice, and it will not go through during the upload process. You'll have to start over. It's not great. So change it now. All right, 8.625 by 11.25, then click Create New Design. Here is our blank canvas. All right, now let's go ahead and set up our paper with our margins so we are designing safely and nothing that we don't want to get cut off gets cut off. I want to give a shout out to POD Hustle. She has a YouTube channel that you guys can check out. She kind of has a really nice and easy way to set up these margins in Canva. So we're going to use her method, POD Hustle. First thing we're going to do is go over here to the left where it says Elements. Go ahead and give that a click. Now you're going to be wanting this box right here and then the one next to it. You can get those through clicking on See All under Lines and Shapes. So give that a click. All right, we're going to resize this first one. See how the line thickness is pretty thick on it? Oh, I have two of them. Let's delete that one. There we go. All right, so if we want to make the stroke, which is the border line, thinner, you're going to grab the corner of this and you're going to pull it toward the kitty corner, just like so. And what that's going to do is it's going to shrink the line thickness. So you're going to get it right to where you want it, a little bit bigger, right about there. All right, now we're going to make this bigger by not clicking the edges or the corners anymore. We're going to click the sides and then pull. So click and pull. We're going to drag this out. All right, so this is going to be kind of like a bounding box here. We're going to be designing inside this. Now you're going to click on this little solid colored square. We are looking for a 0.375 margin. Now you can't get totally precise with Canva. As you can see in that little black box that pops up, you know, we've got 0.4. That's about as good as we're going to get on it. So let's go to 0.4. 0.4, dial her in right about, boom, right there. All right, so we're going to take this little box, and what I like to do is duplicate this box. While it's selected, you can hold down Control and hit C to copy, and then Control V to paste. So we're going to use a couple of these, or you can just use one box and just move it around. But for me, I think it's going to be easier if I just make a couple of them. So you're going to take one, you're going to grab it to the top. It will snap into place. You're going to snap them on the sides. Let's grab another one here, Control V. Snap it on the side, and then we're going to snap one to the bottom. Control V again to paste another one. Boom. Now we're going to grab our rectangle by clicking on it. And we're going to grab those little lines on the sides, the top and the bottom, and we're going to drag it, not the corner, drag it until it snaps to our boxes. This is going to be setting up our margins here so that everything we need to not get cut off is inside of this box. We can take these out now. They have served their purpose. One thing that I find incredibly helpful when working in Canva is make a duplicate of your page so that you've got this blank canvas with margin page to use. So we click on this little box up here with the plus sign in it, and it will create a duplicate. If you accidentally click on delete, which I think you'll see me do here in a minute, you can always hit Control Z. And that will undo that. All right, let's see if we can find our paper. Head over to templates on the left-hand side, and it took me a few minutes to find what I was looking for, but type in handwriting practice. You'll notice that some of these have the little crown in the corner. That is showing the ones that are with the paid version, Canva Pro. So we're going to be looking for a free one. So go ahead and scroll on down. I wish we could filter those out, but they want you to see them to kind of entice you to upgrade. All right, scrolling on down, I found one that I think is going to be perfect for us. It's this one right here. Go ahead and give that a click. It is free. All right, so we need to delete some of the stuff. So you can either click these elements one at a time and then hit delete on your keyboard, just like so. Or you can click somewhere else and hold down your left mouse button and drag a box over the elements you want to get rid of, just like this. You can see that they're highlighted. Now hit delete and voila, they are gone. So this is the element we're going to need. And let's see if I can delete the background and still have my bounding box. I don't think you can. I think it's still there. Yeah. Okay, so that bounding box is gone. I'm glad we saved a version up above. Yep. I'm glad we saved that. So we're going to take this and we're going to stick it in the left-hand corner. We're going to drag the top right hand over till it fills that in. So this is where the term bleed comes from. These lines are going to be printed all the way to the edge of the paper. I'm going to drag the top and drag this down to a more appropriate size. Let's see how this looks. We're going to pull the bottom up so that it's not getting cut off. It needs to be inside our bounding box, but as you can see, we've lost our bounding box on this page. So the easiest way to go ahead and get that back is go up above, click on the bounding box. You're going to hit Control C to copy it, and then down below, or you can do this, click copy. All right, and then you're going to click paste, which is Control V. There's our box. Now you'll notice the box is on top of the lines. That's because Canva uses kind of a layer system. If you right click on the box, which is selected anywhere in here, go ahead and right click, you'll pop up the menu where you can bring that to the back or send backwards, and you can bring other elements forward. So we're going to send this backwards. As you can see now, our lines are on top of our bounding box rectangle. All right, so we're going to drag this up. I don't like putting it right on the line. I like it slightly above. That's just me being paranoid. So just to be safe, and our 0.4 is larger than 0.325, but still, I like to play it safe. So I'll have it just slightly above that. Now you can use your arrow keys on the keyboard to move it by really small increments and dial it in, which you can do just like this with those arrow keys, and it'll move it just a little bit. So I don't think I'm going to want 5 writing lines on this because I want to save enough space at the top for the drawing area. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this down at the top, and that's how we're going to kind of shrink it down to the 4 lines, get it lined up again. I've got a gap here on the left-hand side, so I'm going to be shifting it left, right like so. Yeah, it should snap. There it is. All right. And right there. Okay, done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of our rectangle. And what we're going to need to do now is change our lines to black. So we're going to go ahead and select our lines, the line element down here. Go ahead and click on that. Now at the top left, you'll see our colored boxes. Click on the first one, change it to black. There we go. Next one, black, and last, black. Done. All right, perfect. What I think we're going to do next is see what it looks like with a rectangular drawing box up at the top here. So I am going to grab our rectangle from the top, and we're going to copy it. So we're going to click on it, Control C, go down to our next page, click Control V. We're going to drag it up from the bottom to resize it. There we go. And it has maintained our margins on both sides, which is nice. It looks weird with the bleed from these lines, so we're going to snap them to the same width. There we go. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, so there you have it, folks. We have made our first page. I'm going to change the top to black just so it kind of matches the bottom lines. So what we're going to do now is we're going to duplicate these pages by clicking on these two boxes with the little plus symbol. We're going to take our elements here, delete the top rectangle from the first page. Oh, not that. Control Z. Whoops. Go back. Control Z twice. Okay, we're just going to duplicate the top. We're going to drag this from the bottom up till we have one of these writing lines. We're going to drag it up a little higher. This page is like the title page. It's going to say this book belongs to. So now we need some text. We're going to head over to the left-hand side where you see the little text icon where it says text. Click on that. I need something that's kid-friendly. So what I'm going to do is up in the search box, I'm going to type kids. There we go. And we don't want to do cursive. A lot of kids these days can't read cursive. It's a shame, really. We're going to click on one that is not cursive. So I'm going to go with this More Sugar Thin up here at the top. So we're going to select that one. These are cute. Yep, I like this one up here. All right, so you can do click inside Control A for all and then resize it using this up here, or you can drag a corner and drag. So see that little dot right there? Go ahead and drag that and drag. You'll notice it is changing your font size. So if you look at the left top, you'll see our font size moving. Once you get the size you're looking for, you're going to grab it and drag it. Your cursor will turn to a little four-sided arrow when that is ready to be drug. So now let's type this book belongs to colon, just like so. I like it centered. Let's drag it down a little bit. Beautiful. All right, so now what we're going to do, some people don't capitalize the B, and then the T. I do. Personal preference. I don't think it matters. All right, so let's go find a graphic down here that the kids can color. We're going to check Canva first to see what free graphics they offer. You're going to click over here on Elements. That's on the left. We're doing a jellyfish themed book, so we are going to search for jellyfish. Go ahead and type that into the search bar up here. All right, jellyfish, and let's see what we have. So we need something that's colorable. Let's see. Oh, those are cute, but those are pro. Let's see. How do we... A lot of these are not color book friendly. Oh, that's kind of cute. Pro again. Like I said before, I do have a pro account. I'm going to be making a video in the near future how to get pro for free for a year. Not everybody's going to be able to do it with that method, but check out that video when it comes out. Let's try coloring. Jellyfish coloring. Oh, see, here's another one that's great, but that's pro. All right, I don't see anything that we're looking for. We're going to go to another site. There is a link in the description. It's an affiliate link. It is called Creative Fabrica. Go ahead and click on that link, and I'll meet you over there. Here we are at Creative Fabrica. Like I said, it's an affiliate link down there. If you do end up purchasing anything, I'll get a couple of pennies, but it will help support the channel. So thank you if you end up doing that. All right, let's find some graphics. So we're going to type jellyfish right here and see what comes up. So what I do is I always click on this print on demand license. Be sure you know what the license terms are before you use any of these graphics. So make sure you read through that. We use elements from Creative Fabrica, and I combine elements together to make my own unique designs. I never use anything as is off of this, and I would suggest that you do the same thing. You make them unique. It will help you comply with their license, and it'll keep you from getting in trouble on KDP for duplicate content or content that is readily available on the internet. They do not like that when you put stuff up without altering it. It does not comply with the Creative Fabrica license. So we're looking for jellyfish coloring images. So this is cute. That's cute. Those are cute. What happens if we type coloring in? Oh, you know what? We have a filter here. Coloring pages. These are nice. Alright, so if you're making a jellyfish book like me, just poke around, see what looks good to you, see what elements you want to use. If you're making a different themed book, Creative Fabrica is a great place to find your images. Look, 50 cents for one of these. Now, I am not graphically inclined. I do not draw well, which is why I don't draw really any of my own stuff. I mean, occasionally I'll cobble something together, but for the most part, I purchase images. So if you can draw, that is awesome. You are a step ahead of the game there. But if you can't, this is a great place to get stuff like this. They do have a freebie section. Let's see, how do we get to that? Freebies, graphics, discounted. Oh, that's cool. I haven't been in here yet. Nice. There's like a sales section, all kinds of stuff. Freebies, here we go. Free graphics. If, as you can see, there is a ton. There is over 70,000 free graphics in here. So feel free to check that out. Can I search for jellyfish in here? I don't. Popularity or newest. Okay, so unfortunately, it looks like I can't keyword search this. So if you happen to find some sea life or some good images to customize your book, this is a great spot. But I will head back over to here in the coloring book section. Jellyfish. Alright, so I'm going to peruse this area and see what I can find for my book. You do the same, and I will meet you back over at Canva. Alright, so we have a bunch of individual elements of sea creatures. That's how I'm going to be putting this picture together. You can drag them and drop them over here onto your page. It will upload them to your upload section. Or you can upload them manually by clicking on elements, then clicking on upload. I'm going to grab a wavy line of some sort to make our ocean floor. I'm going to go into elements, type in wavy line, just like this. I like that one. Let's see, I want to flip it around, change the color. That size looks good. It's okay if it goes over our bounding box because images can bleed to the edge of the page. No, I don't like that. We're going to go with black. That's how we change our color. We can't do our thickness. I tried it. It looks like it's not working, so it is the thickness it is. And let's see, can we change the color? Put any effects on it? Let's see, we can do the color, but we can't add an effect. Let's go ahead and flip it just like so. Yeah, I like that. All right, let's put some more elements in here and start building our picture. About some coral. Why don't I move this to my other monitor here, get it out of the way. There we go. All right, now don't forget you can take these images and send them back or bring them forward, just like this. With this one, I do want it forward so it overlaps the sandy bottom. Get some other plant life. Gonna send that back again. There we go. Nice. Add some more. That's a little big. Shrink that down. There we go. Get it aesthetically pleasing. How about a shell? Let's put a shell in here. Way huge. There we go. I think I'm going to do a different type of shell. There, yeah, let's go with that one. So we click, delete, or move. Let's move it. Go. Now I want to spin this around. So you shrink it to the desired size. You see this little symbol right there? Grab that and drag it till you get the position you're looking for. There we go. Nice. How about one more element to fill in the side? Okay, we're all set. So there is the first page. Now for this next step, I do want to credit POD Hustle again. So if you want to check out her videos, she came up with a way to combine PDFs. What we're going to do here is we're going to turn this into a 20-page PDF by duplicating our lined pages. And we're going to be clicking on those two little boxes up there with the plus symbol. We're going to do this as many times as it takes to get 20 pages. So bear with me as I crank them out. And done. Alright, now what you're going to do is go up here to download. We are going to turn it into a PDF print. And then we are going to make sure 20 pages is selected and hit download. Save that onto your computer. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of our first page. So we're going to go right up here to the top, delete the first page, duplicate an extra lined page, and we're going to save a copy of this. So basically it's 20 pages of just the lines with the drawing space at the top. The next thing you're going to do is go to a website called I Love PDF. And you're going to see on the first page when you log in, it says Merge PDF. It's going to be on your left. Go ahead and click on that. Then you're going to hit the little plus symbol on your right, and you're going to upload your pages. Like you can see here. You're going to do your pages that have your cover page, and then you're going to do 5 more of the pages where it's just the lined pages. So these are 20 pages a piece. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. So that's how we're going to get our 120 page book. Don't forget to save. It's that red button in the middle. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you got any benefit out of this video, please like and subscribe. If you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified when I post further videos. And I will see you guys in part 3. Bye-bye.